And back. What's going on? It's just you, Mr. Smith. We got two. I'm gonna let probably. Hey, it's Dana. What up? I saw you for all of like 30 seconds out there, and I got a sticker to show for it. Uh, well, I guess so. Real quick here. Gonna be no music for the next little bit on the channel. I noticed some pretty glaring holes in my library, in my music library. I still haven't cleaned my equipment, and I got some organization to do in my music library as well. So I think I'm going to be doing like maybe a month or so off of the music, and then come back and hopefully be even better. So that's what's going to happen. So no music for a month. I mean, I probably have to explain that later, but there's that. There will be stories. I'm sure you all have questions. We'll get to those eventually. We'll talk about sales and what I did with the store at some point and things. And today, even there's not a ton going out, but yes, the mixer is still going strong. No issues whatsoever. And thank you for that. 2 years going, and it's still doing great. I got to get it cleaned today, and well, maybe not today, but at some point soon. I'm still not fully unpacked the car. Once we get through the packs, yeah, I wish we had more time out there. I've seen some of your pictures. It looks like the man base went very well. Everybody, Gutter Bunny here. Used to be my boss at Burning Man at the media mech department I work with. She now works for building. Basically, she builds the man at Burning Man and works on the man base crew. So she's got a highfalutin job there at the burn. And then we've got even a little bit of haul show today. I picked some stuff up free off Facebook Marketplace, garage sale leftovers, like seven bins and stuff. And yeah, so we're gonna do that too. Let's get back into what's sold. So I didn't do ship shows. Basically, like whenever I came back and shipped, I was just too under the gun and too much stuff to ship. I think what I did this year probably was the best. So I had like 600 listings that were scheduled by the time I left. And then I set my shipping time at 3 days and just decided to eat anything that was late. And I'll show you guys real quick where I landed on that. Give me 1 second here. Let me find it first. What the impact has been. I did get one negative feedback today, but it was also a customer who opened a return, so that will go away. All right. Here's the impact right now. Tracking on time and validated 93.73%. That knocks me down if I can't get that above 95% in 2 weeks. So basically, right now I had 110 uploaded late, which I don't know what these are all about. These uploaded on time but no carrier scan. Don't know what's going on there. Not uploaded at all. Don't know what's going on there. But 93.73. I basically got to move that up 1 point 0.27%, and I'll be back at top rated, which essentially means no impact. So as long as I ship everything on time in the next 2 weeks, that should not be an issue. Let's see, 1% of, that's like 18 things to ship on time. So yeah, as far as sales goes, let me get to that. Increased by about 15%. I messaged most of the customers. Once the event starts, I really wasn't looking at my phone. I'll be honest. All right. So here were the sales since I left. And with a couple of exceptions, not too bad. Right here, this is where I sold the bronze that I got from the rummage sale for free. I sold it for $2,600. Some of you were here. We did that. We showed that on the show and tell. And I was actually on my way flying home on the first trip back to ship. Landed in Vegas, where my connecting flight was, and got an offer. And I was like, point, took it. Bunch of 160s. I mean, these sales are pretty kind of normal for this time of year, I feel like. But then, 200, 300, 300. I did have almost a $0 day on the 25th. That was a holiday, though, so I'm not too worried about it. And then, more or less normal this whole week here, $400 and $300 days. These last 2 days have been a bit slower, 700 and 200. Not terrible, but not great either. Saturday was okay. Friday was good. Strangely, I sold a bunch of art, which has just kind of been a pain in the butt to ship, but it is what it is. So I think that is going to be my method moving forward, is never go beyond 3-day handling. Putting your store on vacation is a seriously, it's like putting the scarlet letter on your store. Ain't nobody going to touch your stuff. And going anything more than 3 days doesn't make any sense. And if you're doing volume, just eat the late shipping and communicate to your customers. That's it. That is what I'm going to do from now on. I was gone for a month. I did fly home twice. I did have late shipments, 100 of them, as a matter of fact. But still, that's better than the alternatives. 2 years ago, when I had put the store on time away for a period or extended my handling time, that was just terrible. Never again. All right, let's take a look at the postcards that sold. There's not a ton. In fact, we're not a ton going out today, but like I said, we're going to do some haul show stuff. All right, post office, Tucson, Arizona. Linen postcard, $4.46. Big money. The new basin at Reservoir Park, St. Louis, Missouri, $1.75. Kind of beat up. Who cares? Here's the monster statue at Desert View, Yacumba, California, $6.26. This customer was very anxious to get his card. Wanted to pay for expedited shipping until I told him how much it was, and then said, nope, I'll just take regular shipping. Wildwoods by the Sea, New Jersey, Playland. I want to be on that sightseer. That looks fun. I don't know why. Grandma's restaurant. Look at that. That place looks way more fun than it does nowadays. Victorian female golfer with bag and large hat. Some might call that a Merry Widow hat. Or just a nice golf hat. $9.86. Seen along Los Angeles Crest Highway near Switzerland. $7.95 real photo. And last but not least, the Alamusuk Lake Bucksport, Maine. $4.46 linen. And there we have it. Like I said, not a lot of postcards. And then we got a few other things. Nothing earth-shattering or that exciting, to be honest. But I did pick up like 8 bins of garage sale leftovers this morning that I have not gone through. But the one bin that I opened and this was sitting on top, this hat, which you guys may have seen. Well, if you've been watching the channel, you've definitely seen it. The hat that I've been wearing for, I don't know, better part of 2 years. Yeah, brand new Tacoma Rainiers hat. So already worth it. And you guys know how much I love free inventory. I have been doing some listing since I got back. Mostly listing, or actually only listing so far, the military books. I've been working through that. Probably got about 60 listed since I got back. I'm already in the black on those books, which is great. And as of yesterday, starting back into the daily walk routine. 4.5 miles yesterday, and today I got to get it done early because holy shit, man, the thing I've been waiting and looking forward to for the last 2 months happening tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Probably going to be the most entertaining presidential debate of our lifetime. I do believe that there is going to be a big orange streak on the floor by the end of this evening. It's going to be good. And I don't care where you are politically. I think everybody knows pretty well where I stand. I feel like from an objective point of view, Donald Trump has been losing his fucking mind lately. And this ought to be good. So, I will share my favorite story from Burning Man this year. Since I've been gone for a month, I would be remiss. I feel like if I don't even mention anything about it. So, I've long camped where I camp at Burning Man with a lot of old school Burning Man employees, higher ups, people who have been around the organization for quite some time. And I have worked now for 5 years for Media Mecca, which is basically the media hub for both incoming people from the media who are reporting on the event, which there's a good amount, as well as external media communications. So like, for instance, last year, when there was the big rain event, the Media Mecca is responsible for the messaging from the organization going out, as well as communication to on social media to all the participants there, like the Twitter feed, things along those lines. So this year, the department that I work in was moved literally next door to the the camp that I camp at, which made the commute very easy. And it was fun. A lot of people who I already know just next door. Our two camps have basically decks built on top of our storage container. This year, our camp built it. It was the first time we've had that. And they were actually quite close to each other, about 97 feet to be exact. So we could see their deck, they could see us, yell stuff across. And, both decks had these wood railings. And, I was joking with some camp members, oh yeah, we should build a zip line. Unfortunately, the structural integrity of their deck, it being somewhat old, just not feasible. However, I came up with a second idea, which was, rather than build a zip line, why don't we just run a line with a bucket between the two decks? So before the event, one night their entire camp left on an art tour, and we decided that we were going to become intoxicated and build this bucket line. And we did. It was awesome. We had basically this, we took apart two bicycles. There was technology and engineering behind this. Two bicycles. We took the front, these were like old bikes we've been storing for like 5 or 6 years, longer. Took the front fork with the tire off. Took the tire off of the front fork. So we just had the front wheel on the fork off two bikes. We drilled holes in the railing of both the decks, jammed one down the other. So we had wheels on both sides. We had broken a 100-foot vinyl tape measure earlier in the week. So we just took that apart and used that to carry the weight of the bucket, and then looped a line to the bucket around the two wheels so that you could just pull it back and forth between the two camps. Why do this? Well, it did move a third as fast as you could walk to the other camp, and it had a weight capacity of maybe, I don't know, 12 ounces, 15 ounces. That's about it. You could run some stickers and I don't know, maybe a few other things. Not a lot. So after, here we go. This is, and the bucket was a just a, so this is just a fucking stupid dildo they had sent over that was not one somebody used, but they put a face on it and wings and sent it back. But there's the line. You can see the bucket. Literally, it was stupid. And why not have a bucket? No other camp had a bucket. Yeah, basically first it was ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Here's the view from our deck over to theirs. And there's the wheel. There's the line. There's their deck over there. And you basically just wheel it over back and forth, back and forth. We sent like airline shooters and like cigarettes, and it was just silly and dumb. So yeah, there's people in our camp. So the night later in the night after we made this, I started next year's a bucket. Basically, I had been drinking. That night it was White Russians. We had been talking about the Big Lebowski, and I was like, man, I haven't had a White Russian forever. So I made a White Russian. White Russians are delicious. And I went wandering into a camp next door. I'll talk while I do this. And was just hanging out, drinking my White Russian as traditional glassware as I could get. It was like a clear wine, plastic wine glass or something. Talking to somebody about what we did and the shenanigans we were having. They had a fire and it was just keeping warm. It was kind of a cold night. And, the camp next door, there were, some younger people, without going too far into it, had some connection to higher ups in the organization. There was a couple of other of my camp members hanging out. And next morning, one of my camp members comes in and they're like, yeah, so I was hanging out there and, somebody came over from the fire into the bar. They're like, yeah, some normcore dude came wandering into our camp, drinking milk and talking about his bucket. That normcore person, of course, being me, the milk being the White Russian, and the bucket being the bucket. Which was, I still think is goddamn hilarious. So there's your explanation on today's thumbnail. I did, of course, have to make a t-shirt of it. We'll maybe sport that on the channel sometime in the near future. But there's my one Burning Man story. It was hilarious. I got called normcore by a bunch of millennials. I didn't even know that was a word. I don't think they're wrong, but also they're wrong. Definitely my old school friends who have known me for quite some time think it's absolutely hilarious. As do I. I mean, well played, millennials. I assume they're millennials. They're anybody who uses that term must be. Somewhere to see photos of my camp. Not publicly, but I can share. So this is basically what we build when I get out there early. It's a conduit shade. Our bar is back there under a Costco barn. We built this 4 people, 3 days, or no, 4 people, 1 day, 36 hours. It's basically driven into the ground or they've got feet on 1-inch conduit. We use, we drill basically stakes into the feet on these, and then they get right here on basically like every side ratchet strap down to the ground to stakes as well. And then this is just jointed rebar, or not rebar, conduit. And then we bungee just straight up tarps to each section of these. And they do great until it rains. But we've figured out how to fix that as well. There's my tent underneath it. It did rain once this year, and I picked the one old tarp that had holes in it to put my tent under, so that was great. But it dried out in like hours, not days this time. So yeah, that's what generally the camp looked like before anybody got there. Oh yeah, there's the dildo about to go back across. There's people from my camp, and there's my Normcore shirt that I made to Normcore since 2004. There's more of our camp. Raccoons infest our camp every year. We can't get past it. And I feel like there is somebody put a gallery up. There's what the porta potties looked when we got there. That was from the dust storm last year. The rainstorm last year, they didn't actually clean them, the contractors. Dust storm. This was what the early burn that happens when I first get out there. Pretty great. We did this last year. This is just a bunch of camp lights in a bin, which we didn't have much power last year, so that was our only camp light. We decided to make it a camp tradition, so we call it our campfire. It's literally just a bunch of lights in a bin. Everybody gathers around. It's kind of great. There's the man. There's a dog looking at a cat. Friends of mine flew in this year. Flew into Burning Man. That's their whole thing, flying into Burning Man. There's camp later in the week, hanging around. There's a lot of this. A lot of hanging around, talking, and drinking. Some art. Some more art. There's the bucket line. We showed you that. People hanging out at Bloody Mary potluck. People hanging out at Bloody Mary potluck. Dildo in a bucket. People sleeping. There's my Normcore shirt and me yelling at somebody. This is great. The Thunderdome. Somebody built this year a miniature one there was a Thumberdome for wrestling. And yeah, bunch of people you don't know. More art. People you don't know. This was cool. This art piece up here. This is like just millions of ribbons tied to a like a grid of wire about 30, I don't know, 30 feet up, 25 feet up, and just the wind would catch it and blow it, and it was like one of the most cool ASMR things I've ever seen. Yep, yeah, the stream is cool every year. There's the team that does that actually operates out of Media Mecca where I work. They don't all camp there, but they are interconnected with. So there we have it. If you all have questions, I can answer questions, but definitely one of the more fun years for me. I saw 2 sunrises. I haven't stayed up all night in almost a decade, about 8 years. This is various artists, Best of Trance, Volume 1. Best of Trance is an oxymoron. Trance is the garbage trash of electronic music. It is the simplest 32-beat progression fucking garbage music. There's no such thing as Best of Trance. It's all worst of trance. Sold for $3 though. I'll take money. Going to Hawaii. Buster Riley. You are entitled to your opinion. However, your opinion is just plain wrong. I made this sticker 20 years ago. Harmful if fatal or swallowed. Keep out of reach of children and DJs. Do not take internally. Consumption may cause you to rip off your ears and claw out your eyes and beg for it to stop to no avail. If swallowed, induce vomiting, then call a decent DJ. Me and somebody else made it. I can't take full credit. Wally, if you're watching, you helped. Sold another CD. The Roots Illidef Half-Life sealed. This came from the. It's got a crack in it. Let me make sure it. You know what I'm going to do? Give me a second. I will be right back. I'm going to send this guy a much nicer CD case along with that. Contact. Send him a message real quick. I didn't wear the tux, but I did wear the tux shirt. I can agree with that. I think we can all get on board with it. I think we can all agree that also the MTV Party to Go series is probably the best series of compact discs you could have ever purchased. All right. So yeah, when I got back, it was hotter in Bremerton than when I left Burning Man. So when I was doing my packing, when I came back, I was, taking lots of breaks. I still have not really gotten my sleep schedule back on track. So the first few days I was back, I was just letting myself get whatever sleep my body needed. This is Led Zeppelin 2 on CD, I want to say. No, just Led Zeppelin live at Royal Albert Hall. This sold for $5. Come on. Being a pain in the ass. Come on. There we go. Catching. That's good enough. So yeah, we should be back more or less to regular scheduled programming from here on out. Seeing or foregoing anyways any major unexpected things. This is a leather or metal, steel letter opener and scissors in a leather case. I picked this up at the rummage sale this year. It sold for, I want to say, $15. 16 bucks. Not too shabby. Considering I paid $10 for everything that I picked up in the office supply department. I've sold off almost everything I picked up this year from that too. Pretty much all the pens, almost all the pens, almost all the pencils. The Cartier pen that was in there, I got that sold for $100. That went out like in the first round of shipping. What else? A bunch of the drafting pencils. I did very well this year on that rummage sale. And I still have quite a bit to list. And look who's here. Buster has been very sweet, has not left my side pretty much since I got home. the sitters more or less all gave the same report on the kitties. That Winnie Lou is sweet as apple pie, and Buster Wiley is apprehensive of all of them. Which means who takes care of Buster? It took a village this year. I had 4 different people taking care because I was gone for a month. So I had. You want to show some beans? My mail lady took care of him for a couple days. Friend of mine who lives in town for a couple days. If you guys remember last year, the prom I played. Well, the kids' prom who I played for free. He watched them for about 10 days, and then another old friend of mine watched him for about a week. So, okay, I know. Hey, that's on you, buddy. But they were fine. Gonna make me a shipper here. Ooh, do I already have one? Not really. And then stick around. We'll see what I got for free off of Facebook. Because I don't know what I got for free. We'll find out. I fully expect a lot of it will be going straight to Goodwill, but we'll find out. This was Tom Scott and the LA Express Tomcat LP, and it sold for $9. Weird. That's so weird. That's a weird thing. Why even? But why though? That's so bizarre. That seems like a lot of effort, even for spite. All right. I will be right back with the bin. We'll see what the hell is in it. All right. Goodwill bin. As I fully expect. All right. Paradise Fallen. Sealed game. Nice. Homeschooling stuff. That's worth checking out. Chippendale Christmas Treasures card game. That could be probably not a lot. Maybe not even worth it. This is Disney Trivia. No box. That's going to go Goodwill. The reason why I picked this up sort of sight unseen was I saw a bunch of Disney stuff. Oh, it's one of those Fisher Price TVs. 1981? Man, I'm getting old. Here's my magnifying glass. That'll work. 1981. Does it work? Yes. All right. This is older Fisher Price too, I think. 90. Oh no, this is 97. This is to a set though. I remember seeing this set. Not that I had it. My little brother and I had it. Train set. Fisher Price. That's cool. Whoa. Awesome cribbage board. Check out that cribbage board. That's heavy too. Is that might? No, it's carved resin. Hand carved though. That is a very cool cribbage board. More Fisher-Price stuff. Pickle cake. Is this like a sweet pickles? Ew, it's dirty. Man, that is kind of just objectively fun and silly and stupid. I might have to keep that. This goes to the train set. Some Greenbrier stress ball. Another Fisher-Price camera. Well, I'm not going to comp this stuff now. Some more homeschooling stuff. Division flashcards. Building blocks. Some wood ones, some plastic ones. I did pretty good last year on a couple of sets of building blocks. Here's another Fisher-Price phone. What year is this one? 91. Done okay on the Fisher-Price stuff, honestly. Like, it usually will sell in lots. The nice thing about this stuff is most of it you just throw in the dishwasher. Some centipede looking thing. Oh, this is like you put it on a bike and put your doll in the bike, is I think how it works. More Fisher-Price stuff. Pickleballs. Fisher-Price stuff. Ping pong balls. Whack-a-zombie. It's like an inflatable zombie thing. Interesting. Some sort of sloth toy. Is it like shoot? It's a sloth that shoots balls. Pretty sure that's what it is. That's what it looks like anyways. Yep, that's what it is, all right. Sloth that shoots balls. Hilarious. All right. Mini pickleball ping pong balls. I don't know. If there's a bunch more of those, I may lot those up and try to get a couple of bucks out of them. Something makes a sound. What the heck is this? Oh my god. Gas out. Game. It's a fart game. It's like they know me. that's stupid. All right. Who doesn't need that? Some Lion King stuff. Probably going a lot. Oh, there's cribbage board pegs. Dog Man, the hot dog card game. Rolling box. Nothing else exciting in here. Some more of that Fisher Price stuff. All right. Hey, I am sure that bin alone is probably at least $25-$30 worth of stuff that I can sell. Relatively easy. I'm going to check out some of it. I bet you I can get $20 on that cribbage board. And sealed game, gladly. Most of the stuff looks real. Nothing's gross except for this thing, which I'll just throw in the dishwasher with the Fisher Price stuff. Do another bin. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with people who don't read the description. All too familiar. All right. Or, read the category that they're buying in. And good job. Yeah, it's a lot easier nowadays to get the feedback removed than it was for a minute there. They fixed it. All right, I'm going to grab another bin and see what else we got. All right, this is Lori's summer clothes, but I know this is after garage sale stuff that they just threw in bins, so I don't think the label has anything to do with it. Tennis balls. Stone stacking kit. Really? Like you have to buy this? Somebody literally picked up 5 rocks, put them in a box, and sold it. Here's a coat. Worthington. I am not a clothing guy. Size 14. Women's. I don't know. I'll look it up. United States flag. It's in there, folded correctly. I've sold many flags. Flags are good things to sell. A little glasses case / clutch with some heart sunglasses. Do there any makers on these? No. Those will go in a Burning Man bin. We get gifted to somebody some oh man. So I've never seen these before until somebody gave me a similar one at Burning Man. These are Temu garbage. They do charge with USB. They basically go around your neck and can keep you cool. These too will get put in a Burning Man bin and given away next year. Another coat. Morona. That's pretty crappy mall brand from what I remember. I think that is going to go straight to the Goodwill pile. I'm just checking the pockets because that's a good thing to do. Yeah, it's not great condition, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Cat lady box. Oh, it's a foldable, portable litter box. Does not appear to be ever used. Smells brand new. That's maybe worth looking up. A fish pen sealed. Some of this stuff, like junk drawer lot, stuff like that, just a piece of sheet metal. That can go to scrap. Woo. Logitech steering wheel. That sound is disturbing. Oh, it's just the beat for it. Let's see what's going on. That might be worth looking up. There's the pedals and everything in there. I've sold those before. Not this exact thing, but those can be pretty good. An umbrella. These are useless in the Northwest. Unless you're not from here. Some white sheet. I have no need for white sheet. Some fabric. Small scraps. Nothing. I have gone through. I have no need for more fabric. I have a bin upstairs of cool vintage fabric. I have no need for more fabric. Pink pillowcase. That'll get washed and also go in a Burning Man bin because my pillowcases from Burning Man need to die. More fabric. Doily. Some sunglasses. Olympic. Design Optics. We'll check those out. And Foster Grant. And the rest, incense thingamajig. The rest is all this Logitech driving stuff. Another pillowcase. I don't know what that is. Fabric. I might check out the fabric before getting rid of it, but my experience is that this shit can be so freaking long tail. And honestly, I just don't have the bandwidth to sit there and measure all of it. Okay. Well, the Logitech thing was good. There's a few other things. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Probably just use it as a shelf on the grating downstairs. One more. We'll do one more. What's up, Bruce Cast? Yeah, we'll do one more. I'll be right back. That's a Goodwill. An old t-shirt. Just plain white t-shirt. Mickey Mouse CD case. All right. What do we got here? No idea what that is. Matchbox 20. More Matchbox 20. More Matchbox 20. City of Angels. Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Everclear, more Everclear. They're on tour again. The CD case might actually be worth something, and the rest of the CDs, I'm just lot up loose CDs 100 at a time. So 100 CDs loose, $25. Easy peasy. Don't refinish them or nothing. Another gross white t-shirt. This is probably one of those things that, like, you go to paint your ceramics thing. It's kind of cool. Volkswagen Bug, but that's not going to have resale value. Home Trends. This is all pretty junky. Uh-oh. Seriously, why do people put these things in their home? It's because they can't think of their own good shit to write on a piece of wood. That's a clean towel that'll go through. Put in with my rags. These are, like, I believe these Rubbermaid microwave bowls, but those are going to go. Goodwill. Part of a hurricane lamp. I saw the rest of the hurricane lamp in there. Fake tea candles, a Yellowstone tumbler, more fake candles. I have no need for these things. Another of these Home Trend bowls. That'll go to Goodwill. Bubba Grump Shrimp Maui. I'll actually look these up. I don't know if sometimes that kind of shit people fucking collect. I don't know. It might be worth checking out. Stroh's mug. That might be something. Or I should say Stein. There's another rug. Another rag. Another rag. Another rag. Another rag. Rag. So I don't use paper towels here. I basically just, whenever I find these, I wash them. They go in a bin. Use them. Wash them. They're reusable. But yeah, that's what's going to happen to those. More home design stuff. More home trends. Hurricane lamp. A wood comb. Yeah, all that stuff's just staying in there. Lamp oil I will keep. And the rest of this going back in. That's just, I'll figure out something for that. That was quick. Maybe do one more? One more. these down. With wash. Kids clothes, not gonna fuck with it. These all kids clothes. It appears to be all kids clothes. Straight to Goodwill. St. John's Bay. Yeah, this is going to go. Skinny Legs, St. John's Bay. Sweats. Adidas sweats. Not going to fit. Goodwill. Nightmare Before Christmas. Giant underpants. Does anyone want a nightmare? What's the bigger nightmare? The underpants. All right. Rudolph beanie. Velvet satchel. I'll get shipping material. All right, leather belts. These feel cheap. Man-made material. Guessing the same. Perry Ellis. That might be worth checking out. There's a bunch of belts and stuff in here. I like selling belts. They sell usually for decent money. Curfew. It's a little worn. It's kind of a lot worn. It's another rag. Another like cheapy belt. clear belt. Pink PJs. It's going straight to Goodwill. Goodwill. Fake Crocs. We'll see if those fit. Socks. 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 Sun hat. I'll look that up. More like Temu belts. Is that a bra? It's a bra. No, it's a bikini top. Again, not gonna deal. Another sun hat, but dirty. Satan rat. Sex Pistols punk hat. That'll clean up. I don't hate that. That might be a keeper. Nightmare Before. There's a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff in here, but it's all like fucking socks and underpants. Some old school snow beanies. Gold medal. Not my thing. Some new gloves. Snugadoo 2. Uh-oh. My kryptonite neckties. Good one. Ooh. That's white tux tie. Structure. Remember Structure? That's really stained. I think this is made to look old. It might. It's too fleecy. Research. All right. Oh, that's too bad. Oh wait, they're made to look fucked up. They're my size. Oh boy. I got me a problem with Converse All-Stars. Cup of Noodles socks. Those will probably go to a Burning Man bin. I eat a lot of Cup of Noodles out at Burning Man because they are so easy. These are brand new. Zero exposure. Outdoor footwear. Price tag $20 new. Uh-oh. More Converse. These are brand new too. These have never been worn. These are going to be a keeper. They're just made to they're made to look punk rock. More Cup of Noodles. Yeah, Godzilla Cup of Noodles socks. I think those are going to Burning Man with me. Some glittery boots. Kids. These are not new. Goodwill. More bathing suit stuff. Another crock. These just go in a dishwasher. More cup of noodle socks. What's the deal? These are brand new also. These are like booties. Temu belt. A Jeep beanie. Jeep stuff does pretty good. That might be worth looking at. Dickies socks. Do not want. Oh, nice. A little Seahawks tote bag from Safeway. I can always use more bags. Seriously, is there only... Oh, there's the other shoe. Yeah, these have never been worn. These have... They are my size. Is this more Nightmare Before Christmas stuff? Yep. Socks. Metal belt. Oh, these are like slip-on snow shoes. I think they're for kids, though. I can't imagine that fits on an adult shoe. It's not like it snows here very often. All right, Goodwill. All the rest of this is Goodwill. Hey, but there's a few things in there. And a decent bin. Dirty, but decent. All right, that's not too bad of a free stuff haul. I figured half of this was going to Goodwill, and that's been about right. Probably a little more than half. I bet I can make a couple of $100 off all that. What design on the cribbage? It's like a Native American Thunderbird, like Northwest. You'll go back and look at it. It's deep in here now. That is not going to stop being funny. There's a cribbage board. It's hand carved. Black resin. It's nice. All right, folks. I am going to get to some listing and stuff and things. We'll be back tomorrow, back to regularly scheduled programming, back in the grind, doing reselling. Hope you all have a fantastic day. I missed all of you. And you know what? We'll catch you on the flip flop. Peace. Bye.